My name is Oliver, and this is a rundown of things I did this week developing my game, Cubey the Square. Cubey the Square is a 2D platformer in the very early stages, featuring titular Cubey, a square-like being hailing from a 2D reality, although his adventures will take him far beyond that. Why Cubey when he's a square? That'll be unveiled in the final game. So what I did this week, on screen, developed mostly a series of scriptable objects that I could use to implement features in the game. A scriptable object being a sort of file that can be used to hold information. Doing so allowed me to swap out features and things like the BGM file or the SFX table and implement a lot of features seen on screen. I'll admit, for the audio controller scene there, I didn't exactly know how to program audio, so I looked at a tutorial of a YouTuber called Brackies. I did modify the script, and in the spirit of sharing as they do, I will give a rundown of the script at the end of this video. Going through the list in its order, the palette swap system was the original thing that inspired Cubey. Old Game Boy games and things could only use a very limited palette on screen at once, and I wanted to bring that forth in a very simplistic looking game. Originally, that's what the alpha was, just a 2D little adventure. But with the palette swap system, I thought, let's go bigger with it. Let's go more impressive. So that's where the synthwave and noir city looking vibes came in. The palette swap system offers 8 colors, although I'm going to use white and black as well. White is prevalent on this. Black hasn't been implemented so much. I tend to use near blacks for the noir stage, but I think I will get black in there to save on the colors I can display at screen at one time. So therefore I can use 10 colors, which is not exactly Game Boy, but I feel is a limited enough palette to really show things off to the best. Going on to the game sequencer, this is the feature that tells the game what zones, what levels, what palettes, what music, etc. to use. It's a scriptable object because saving that within a runtime script would be really impractical if I want to ever add bits on. It's just a headache. So game sequencer, scriptable object, I think was the best move forward. Cutscenes have been developed a little bit, not really implemented, but all the settings and the plans are there. But more on that later. Credit system also uses a scriptable object. It plays with the credits if you press select or submit as I have it. It goes faster if you press cancel. It goes slower. Audio control has been discussed. Settings manager controls what's on screen, BGM volume, SFX volume, and language support settings. Language support is basically just an enum, which is a category variable, and it's set to be the same throughout the entire project. It's called being static, and depending on what it is, certain things change the language. I haven't translated these things yet, so it only supports English, but the start is there. And the minor graphical things, just making things pretty. I animated a pigeon. Finally, my modification to the Brackies code. I separated the audio source into BGM and SFX and did some things to make it work between scenes. It's essentially the same. It does a few more things, but not a lot. And separation of BGM and SFX I think is pretty cool. With that, thank you for watching, and here's an unedited clip of Cubey that's been playing throughout the video on full screen.